Hello, lovely sim racers. I'm Constantinos and this is Lovely Sim Racing, and today is a huge day. It is absolutely huge. Let's see if we get more people on, and we'll start today's stream. I'm extremely late, to be honest. I'm extremely also sorry for being so late, but I have been working my ass off today, and right now it is so hot in this room. I've got a little thing here for I start sweating, so please don't excuse me, but it is absolutely, it's very hot. And this is the only room in my house that I don't have an AC. I don't actually need an AC here because the rest of the house is full of AC, but now, while streaming, close the door. And that's not gonna help. Got a little fan, but I'll pull through. How is everyone? Ni hao, xie xie. Flint, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're doing well. Oh, today's a huge day. Huge day. Been late. I was meaning to start this stream an hour ago, but I just couldn't get off Discord and site, and it's blowing up, and it's amazing. So if you haven't been, well, if you've been living under a rock or not in my Discord, because, you know, it doesn't mean you'd have to know everything that I do, but if you were in my Discord, you would have known that I've launched the gloves last week. So the Lovely Sim Racing gloves. I talked about a lot about them, but now they're in your hands. So there's about a quarter of the stock has been already been sold. So there's a lot of you that have the gloves, actually a lot more than a quarter of the stock right now with today's orders. So I've been shipping daily. So I get orders, pack them. Actually, my wife helps me. So she's been doing all the packing and everything. And UPS comes, this is the third day in a row. They're just picking up boxes. So it's in your hands. I can also show you, in my Discord, I've also shared a little clip that Robin from Bongo Racing did for his gloves that he received. You can go see them there. And in general, so far, the general quality, everybody says it's really good. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the gloves, to be honest. So I was very, what would I say? I wouldn't call it concerned. I was very anxious or, you know, stressed. I want to see what you guys think, because I know what this is like. I know those gloves. I've been testing them and they feel great. Grips are great. The quality is great. Sizing is snug. It's not something you'd put on and you'd feel as if you're going for ski or something. It wraps your fingers and your hand. But that's one thing. So that's just one thing that's been happening. Today, one of the most awaited releases happened. So if you haven't seen, if you haven't been in my Discord, today Asher Racing and I released the lovely button caps. So this has been, God, I don't know, a year in the making. If I say year, I might be under exaggerating. Like, I discussed this possibility with Martin when we started working together. So when I got my hands on the Ultimate. So it was like one of the first things that I said, like, these button caps are amazing. Are you guys gonna do any more button caps? And he said, yes, obviously we want to do more, but we'll think about it, we'll see. So, you know, one thing led to another, and eventually my suggestion was, why don't I just, you know, design a set for you guys? Let's do a first run, the lovely button caps. It'll be our collaboration, and see how it goes. So it kind of started like that, but even these button caps, which I actually have and I will be installing today, even these button caps, it was, yes, over 6 months now that we've been going back and forth, designing, changing, making updates, testing, because there's a lot of there were a lot of issues with the laser engraving because it had to be specific width, couldn't go too deep. If you had button icons with a lot of a big area and you'd have to laser it, then it would actually melt the plastic or it would damage the plastic. So it was a lot of small things and details that had to be changed and updated, but they're here. So the button caps are here and they're on my store. So there are two places you can buy them right now. One of them is on store.lsr.gg. Head on over there, you can buy them. I already have a 5% discount with my code. So on my store, you already have that. It's pre-configured in the store, so you don't need to do anything. You just put it in your cart and you can buy it, and it already has the 5% discount. The price discrepancy you may see, the actual price you see on the site, is because the 29 euros, which is the actual cost on the Asher Racing site, includes the VAT. Asher Racing is in Germany, different VAT from what they have in Greece. So if you're buying from the States, you're gonna get 5% off, no VAT. If you're buying in Europe, you'll just have the VAT of your own country and 5% off the base price you'd get from Asher Racing. Now, if you want to buy from Asher Racing, the site, you can do so. You can also use the code Lovely Dash and you'll still get the 5% off. So it depends on wherever you want to get it. All button caps are fulfilled by Asher Racing. Even the ones you buy on my website, the order goes to Asher Racing and they are the ones that will be shipping and handling everything. I just put it on my website because they're lovely. Like, it makes sense to have them on my website as well. Sorry, I'm going to be drinking a lot of water today. I'm probably going to go out and get some more a bit later. It is freakishly hot in here. I don't know if you guys seen... Oh, okay. The boxes for the gloves. These are custom-made boxes. I didn't design. I did design the box. I mean, it's a square. It's not nothing important. But the little label as well, and it's still got that holographic thing on it. So these are the first boxes. Like this is the first one that I made. I don't know if I'll continue using these boxes on the second batch. If there is a second batch, we'll see. The only thing is I really like these boxes for the gloves, but they're very fragile. Like, I've seen the videos and I'm seeing pictures coming in and they're dented and hit. Of course, they're gloves. Like, you can't damage gloves unless you like burn them or something. So it's not going to happen anything, but I'd rather have a bit more thicker material on the boxes. But, you know, what are you going to do? Live and learn, live and learn. So, speaking of which, we'll be doing these today. Right, there it is. And this. God, I had it upside down. So, a bit later, so stick around, a bit later, I'm going to be taking apart my Asher Ultimate, and I have no clue how. Honestly, I won't. I'll be installing the dials. So I'll be putting everything in glue, I think. Yeah, I'll be putting everything in glue on that. So I'll be doing that and this piece de resistance. The brand new, lovely button caps. Right there. These are it. So I've had these for, I think from last week. I've had these since last week. I already had the, where is it? There. The Lovely Racing logo. I had that since the Sim Racing Expo. But the rest, I only saw them in person last week when I received this box. So this is the exact box you'd get. These things cost 29 euros. Or 28.7, depending. It's basically the VAT wherever you get it, so the base price may change, but it's around 29 euros. And basically this is what you're getting. 23 custom designed lovely icons for your wheel, for your Asher Ultimate. Asher series, basically, not Ultimate. These fit all the Artura series wheels. And we'll be installing these on my wheel. And the knobs, I'll have to take it apart. So if you guys enjoyed the Grey Wolf when I took it apart to install the handles, we're gonna do the same thing on this. So here we're gonna be taking it apart to install the knobs, the rotary dials, thumb rotary dials. I'm gonna make everything blue, and also then just switch around the button caps with the lovely button caps. And for the first time, I will see it as well. But until then, we still have two things we want to do, and that is unbox the Conspit wheels. So again, I think this is the second week that I had them. I have not opened them. They're still in their cardboard boxes, kind of like the Soul Pack that I did last week. well, the week before. I didn't do a stream last week. I was super busy. So I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the content, but it's just very, very hectic. So I'll be unboxing 2 steering wheels, but complete unboxing. Like, they're still in their cardboard boxes. They're shipping boxes. So it'll be the Conspit 290 GP and the 300 GT. I'm really curious about the 300 GT. I know it's a really good wheel. I know it's carbon fiber and aluminum. I'm just really curious what it feels like in my hands. And once we do that unboxing, we'll also do that. I was also planning, so keep up with me, guys. There's so many things I need to do. I was also planning tonight to do the draw for the lovely GT3 League. So that was completed. Rogerio Santos won by miles ahead. The guy just, he only did 5 races out of 6, and he still won by, I don't know, there was a huge difference in the points. So the first season is done, and part of the first season is also doing a draw and finding 3 random participants from the championship, from the league, and giving away 3 prizes. First prize is an €80 basically credit for the store, €50 and €30. All, you can spend it all on the store on any product you want. So €80 you can buy gloves, you can buy, yeah, you can even buy the lovely Asher button caps if you want to. It's all going to be there. And I was planning on doing tonight. I have everything set up, but I think I'm going to create maybe a separate stream just for that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I'll have time. Again, it's a quarter to 11 p.m. So let's get started. Let me head on over to the bench, grab my stuff, and start unboxing first wheels, because we need to do 2 unboxings and then manually just open up that one. So I don't want to take too much time. I'm extremely beat up, like a lot, very tired. So I just want to kind of like get things going. Jeff Master, okay. How you doing, man? Good evening. Clint, looks cool. Yes, actually, the button caps are going to be amazing. And this does not actually, the screen is not on. It's off. It's just the glare from the light. The thing is, I'm using a Mac Mini for everything you see here, from streaming to programming and everything, and using parallels in between. And since it's a Mac Mini with Apple Silicon, Vogue core screens don't work. So you can see everything, like buttons and lights and everything, but the screens will not work, not in this environment. I have a second PC to do the development on the actual wheels and screens. So for now, we'll just get to see the buttons and how they light up, and that's pretty much what we want, I think. Anyway, let me switch over to the bench. And I actually need... I need to get the wheels. Yeah, I have some tools here. Let me put this aside on the printer. That's fine. Who cares, right? Actually, let me put this. Let me just put this away. You don't want that. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let's put that there. We're just making some space. It really is hot. I have a fan in front of me here. It's a bit better. It is a bit better. Let's do the 290 GP first. All right, let's do that one. $290 GP is the one. I remember seeing this one. Sidal says, I got my 300 GT, can't wait will you guys cook on the dashes. So yeah, I mean, sorry if I didn't mention this before. The reason I have these 2 wheels is because Conspit, well, I already had the Max 01, which there wasn't too many things to do. It was more of like, you know, just try it out and listen what you think about the wheel. But these 2 wheels, because the Conspit, the Max 01 is fully SimHub compatible. So you got your screen, you got your LEDs, everything works with SimHub. But these 2 wheels, so the 290 GP and the 300 GT, is SimHub compatible as far as I know for the LEDs, but the screens are not. So the screens are their own custom proprietary stuff, and they have the dashboards already in there. So I recontacted Conspit. We are partners, so you know there's an open channel there. And recontacted them, and I said, you know, I've already done some stuff for Moza, custom stuff for Moza. Would you guys like to work on something for these wheels? And Conspit immediately said yes. It's like I was asking them to marry me and they said yes, and now I'm like, oh, okay. And this is our wedding gift. That's a bad analogy. Anyway, let's open this thing up. Let's pop it open. So I get my little knife through the overhead cam. And let's start unboxing. So as you can see, this is literally as it came in. These two of the wheels came in a separate box. So they don't have any markings on them, which is pretty cool. But I haven't even opened these things. It's pretty awesome. I love doing surprise unboxings. This is the real thing. This is what you would experience if you would have purchased this. Garbage. I hate garbage. Go away. All right. All right, fellas. Guys and gals. Oh, did I open it the wrong side? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. How many of you enjoy unboxing? Not videos. The actual unboxing. How many? Like, honestly, do you guys enjoy unboxing? I think unboxing is one of the best experiences you can have. All right, so in the box, as I opened it, fortunately it is on the correct side, which is pretty cool. We also have this. So literature, okay. See, oh, it's got all the products in here. Okay, so as you can see, it's got their Aries bases, pedals. I actually have these upstairs. I don't know if I've talked about them. I haven't been in my rig for such a long time. So these over here, I have them upstairs. They also sent me those. So PW1, the wheels. So this is what we would be opening, the 290 GP. Let's see a bit about the 290 GP. What does it say? So it's a oh yeah, this is the 3-dimensional wheel. 3-dimensional advanced ergonomic design. I'm really curious about that. I seen this, I saw this wheel at Sim Racing Expo as an aluminum shell. Or was it the wheel? I remember seeing the aluminum shell shown to me by Conspit. I think maybe that was a call I had with them. But at the expo, they had this in one of those little, you know, glass things. I don't know if you can open it up. Middle carbon fiber front housing with full aluminum body. All right, I'm bored. Come on, I don't want to read. Let's just do this. So there's a sleeve, and we're pulling it out. Pull out. Pull out. We've got to get out. Okay. I'm gonna fill this place with boxes. All right. Ooh, this is a nice. I need to get myself boxes like these. Okay, this is an amazing box. I like it already. Check it out. Slowly. Ooh. But I'm not gonna pull it out. Wait, let's go here. That's good. I love what these guys do. I love what they do. I don't know if you've ever purchased anything from Conspit. They always have this, which I don't even know what this is for. It's a plastic sheet printed. I don't know what this is for. If someone can explain what this is for. I think it's great. Don't know what it's for though. Okay. This is so cool. You guys got helmets? You can actually put this. This is for the helmet visor. Pretty cool. Don't know what the use is, but it's cool. I mean, come on. Not gonna lie. NGO. Conspit sticker. Boxes. What does the chat say? 300? 300? No, not 300 GT first. We're going with this 300 GT. Is gonna be the one that I'm really curious about. So I always leave the ones that I'm curious about afterwards. Oh, I saw it. All right, let's see. You guys ready? This wheel is so weird. It is, just looking at it, you guys cannot see it. I'm gonna put it on a close-up cam, but it is so weird. It's 3-dimensional. Have you seen this at all in pictures? This wheel is utterly sick. It is 3-dimensional. First, let's just check out what's in here. So we got the cable. fine. Good. We have some boxes in here. What's in the box? What's in the box? Okay. We got stickers. And more stickers. And guess what? We got more stickers. These are purple. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And more stickers. And then we have just stickers. And more stickers. Oh my god, these are my kind of guys. And a little tool, obviously, for installing, removing the quick release. I'm going to assume it's for that. And then a quick guide. I'm not going to turn the wheel on, so I'm not going to even take a look at the quick guide. I don't have time to actually turn the wheel on. The deal with Conspit is that I will design the dashboards and they will develop the dashboards. So I won't be doing any development on this because this is completely proprietary. They don't have a dash editor. Let's see what this box has. This is a puny box. Let's see, QR hardware. QR hardware. Like as if I've opened a wheel before. I know these things now. QR hardware. So just a bunch of screws, tools, Allen keys. Yeah, I mean, standard run-of-the-mill hardware. Okay. All right, let's check out the wheel close up before I put everything back. Okay, first up here. So you can see what I mean by three-dimensional. Look at the buttons. They're not flat. Let's go over to the close-up cam. Check this out. I really think this wheel is pretty cool. You see the buttons, they're tilted. So let's go back here. So as you're, oh, this is very, very, okay. There's one thing I don't like, but it's very comfortable. There's a really nice click to the buttons. The click on this is way better than the Max 01. I will say it straight up, way better, the click on this. And just check it out, you're driving, and because these buttons here are tilted, I guess I can zoom in just a tad bit, right? So these buttons are tilted. You don't have to, usually what you'd have to do is go over here and press in, but here, you're just pushing. It's so much easier to push. Yeah. Have any buttons in the back? We'll see everything else here. Yeah, this is nice. Even these buttons over here, they're slanted. You can see them. It's super cool. This is nice. Okay, this is a bit weird. The rotors, they're very far deep in and they're really close to the button, so that might be an issue. Yeah, I'm seeing this as an issue right now. I just find it very buried in here. Like honestly, it's like buried. So as I'm driving, let me just pretend I'm driving. You can fiddle with it. Not much of a problem. You get used to it. You get used to it. What a beautiful wheel. Rotaries, 2 funky switches. Clicking in, out, rotary, everything. I have no idea if these are rotary or absolute encoders. I do not know. And it's not something I even pretend to know. I will check it out when the time comes. And now in the back. Oh shit, they got pull push shifters. Oh, this is good. Of course, because it's a formula wheel. Check it out. You know why this exists, right? So you can shift, up shift and down shift. Literally, right? One hand, up shift and down shift. And it's the same for the shift. Actually, this is the actual shift, all right? This is nice. Let's see. These are pretty cool. Yeah, standard, a bit too soft, I think. But otherwise, this is a really nice wheel. I mean, I've been always amazed by the quality of the Conspit stuff. Like I have the the Conspit stuff that I have is the Max 01, the CCD, what's the dash called, and the pedals, and they are by far extremely well built, all of them. Yeah, they're very good. All right, so this is the 290 GP. Let me read the chat just a bit. Actually, let me get something to drink before I faint. All right, cool to see that in your touch regarding the display, but generally, I don't understand why any company that's submerged in that in the simming sector comes up with displays that aren't SimHub compatible. I don't think this, I mean, there's got to be a reason, right? I can think of many, but they're not SimHub compatible. It's making everyone's life harder for me. Yeah, no, I will agree. I will agree that not having SimHub compatibility makes it harder for everyone, even myself, because, you know, the lovely dashboard, you can't use it. But there are some cases, there are cases, I understand why they won't do it. I understand why they want to have their own ecosystem rather than rely on SimHub. That bit, no one can deny, and I'm on board with them. So things like, you know, Asetek is doing, creating their own ecosystem, but also including SimHub, all aboard with that. So I think that's the way to go for most companies. But blocking out SimHub is just an easier way because you already have an ecosystem. So yeah, I guess, yeah, it's how the company wants to work. I can't say much about that though. I honestly don't. I'm with you though. I would rather 100% everyone just do SimHub compatibility. I'm not against them having their own ecosystems. Absolutely not. I think it's important that companies do build their own ecosystems, but I'd much rather if they just, you know, also included SimHub in everything. It just makes sense, right? All right, really quick view. Is there anything else you guys want to see with the 290 GP before I move on to the 300 GT, which I'm extremely curious about? I will be installing QR2s on all of these wheels. So I currently need to install a QR2 on the Solpec, this, and so I need 3 QRs. And and the Moza, so I need 4 QR2s. Right now I have 1, so I need 3 extra. But I'll be installing them first thing once I get them. All right, let's put it back in the box. Put it back in the box. Driving it. Moza does provide a basic UI editor that does its job okay, but it lacks so much telemetry points. So Joao, so is it Joao? João. I've been to Porto. I know a friend. I can say that I can fairly pronounce it okay. It's João. João. All right. So here's the thing. I'm working with Moza, right? So really close now because I'm gonna work on the FSR2 dashboard. They do have an editor, but the editor is very poor. Doesn't have functionality. It doesn't have features, not nearly as much as SimHub has. And the data points you mentioned that are missing, actually they add them if you need them. So I wouldn't go as far, like I would say send them a message, DM on their Discord or somewhere, and just say, you guys don't have that telemetry. They will probably add it in the next release or not. I know for sure that we've discussed these points. They don't have a lot, but they're like, anything you need and exists, we'll just add it. So I would also suggest you do that too. Like the more people suggest things to Moza, the better they will get. And that goes for every single company. Like every company, like they can't do it on their own. They need us. They need us to push them in the right direction, or they need us to tell them what we want. Otherwise, they'll all do the same thing and it'll all be crap. So don't be afraid. Message them. You might not get a reply, but they will probably see it, listen to you, and add that if there's a property that's missing. For these dashboards, I'm not going to do anything complicated anyway, so I don't really care about too many properties, just the basics. But if you need anything, you can probably message them and yeah, hopefully they can add it. I think they would. All right, totally agree. I've actually suggested Moza to allow a bridge between SimHub and the pit house so that they can, yeah, I really hope they do that. Nice. I'll reach out through their Discord for suggestions. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, that's the 290 GP. That is the 290 GP. Really quick. I don't have too much time tonight. Really quick. Let's move on to the 300 GT, which I just want you guys to see. This is the 290 GP. The 300 GT is this much. You can't really see how much smaller it is, but it is a smaller box. Actually, let me break it out of the shipping box and I'll show you, because it is much smaller. So let me just remove the shipping box. Don't have any other boxing, I think. I'll just put that there. Crack it open. Good. Same thing here. I didn't do it this time. Wasn't correct. All right, so now you'll see the big difference. Check this out. This is what I was talking about. You can already see like the difference in size, left and right, but also in, it is a huge difference. But let's see if it's saving on material or is it just smaller wheel. I have no idea. Okay, let's move that to the side. Sleeve off. Who is this? Global Ambassador Lauren Heinrich. Nice. Do you guys want to see all this stuff in the box? I don't know. I just want to unbox it. I just want to get through with this. I really want to see this is the one that I've been waiting for. Just when I said I don't need the blade, put a little sticker there. This is the wheel that I'm most waiting for. Actually, this is the wheel I contacted Conspit for. When I saw that weird screen, which is like a 4-inch, really ultra wide, low, whatever that resolution is, I'm like, I'd love to do something for them. And this is what it got started, like the second wave of partnership with Conspit. I'm assuming we'll see one of those purple sheets in here. Oh shit, it's not, it's not purple, it's orange. I love it. I was confident this is going to be a purple sheet. Nope. I just love these. Honestly, even the pedals had them and the Maxo one had it. I just love this. It just shows you part of the process of the design. This is what it's showing you. I don't know what the purpose of this is though. I'd love someone to reach out and say, you know what, we just put there because it looks good, or we put it there because it actually makes sense. Stickers. All right. Assuming this is just literature and stickers. Let's pull everything out. Stickers. Stickers. Nothing else in here. So you got stickers. Oh, that's interesting. So these stickers have little cutouts, which is, this is how you should see it. Curious why. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get to that once we open the wheel. Conspit, and of course all your div TC, whatever, and in colors as well, which is pretty cool. I truly believe that colors are important for UX purposes. So having, you know, TC and all these in different colors, not the same colors, is important. So you can do a mix and match, you know, between black and colorful. That's pretty good. They have that, so many options in there. And of course they also have these stickers. I'm not even going to test them. I'm telling you right now, my stickers are better than everyone else's in the world. No one can hear me. I'm alone in my room. No one can hear me say these stupid things. All right, let me put the stickers back in the box and then just go to the wheel. And we still have work to do. I have work to do. I need to install my knobs, my Asher wheel knobs, and the button caps. So let's move on with this. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is beautiful. This wheel is just beautiful. I did not know, I really didn't know that this wheel, this is not what the GT Neo is. Plastic that looks like carbon fiber. This is molded carbon fiber. And an aluminum back. Oh man, this wheel is... This is going to be a battle between the GT Neo. Wow. Oh man, this is nice. Let me put that aside. Let me just check out this box. Again, hardware in here. Okay, good. So we got mounting hardware. Yeah, nothing too fancy. And the cable. Oh shit, what's this? Magnets. They're giving you extra magnets. Extra magnets, obviously, for the shifters. Okay, you don't see that very often. And the cable, which is USB, and their little connector over there. So one thing that I really love with the Max, with all the Conspit wheels, and it's the same thing here as well. I'll just show you really quick. This is how you hold the wheel, right? The cables do not come off the wheel or anything. They're on the QR. This is the same. This is the same for all Max, like the Max 01, this, and the previous one we saw. The actual cable comes out on the bottom side of the QR, which is, I don't know if I haven't seen it anywhere else, just on these wheels, and it comes out towards the bottom. So I have the Max 01 on the rig right now. It works perfectly well. It's weirdly well. Like, I don't have anything protruding from, you know, from the bottom of the wheel. It's coming out of the QR, which is kind of cool. All right, let me put these things back, and then I'll just chat about the actual wheel. Okay, so let's move the box out of the way temporarily. Okay, this is a competitor to the GT Neo. Definitely a competitor. So you got all the dials. GT Neo has all these things. Yes. Nice. Clicky, clicky. Good. Okay, these buttons. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. These buttons are identical to the Max 01. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're too clicky. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a microphone. Don't know. I don't think you can hear it. It's muting it out. Yeah, they're too clicky, but everything else seems to be perfectly fine. These are nice. This is hard to reach. What's this oil? Oil coming out of the screws. What the hell? Twist and turn. Click. Pull around. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you'd expect that. I'm really curious about the screen. I want to design something here. ASAP. So now on the back side, we have buttons up here, which I think these are nice. So as you're driving, they're not always like, I would prefer if they were more close. Like, this is where I have my hand as I'm driving. I'd rather have like a button here, not all the way in the back. That's just a stretch for me. But of course, these are not meant to be clicked on regularly, I guess. I mean, the most clicked buttons on a wheel is always these thumb, like this area over here. The rest you have to, you know, use your hand to change. All right, shift. Actually, let's see, clutch. Pretty much the same as the 290 GP. Same feel. They're nice. I will say they're nice. Yes, they're nice. All right, this definitely is a competitor to the GT Neo. I would put it up there. Really nice. I can't turn it on right now. I have to go to my rig. It's not going to happen tonight. But I just wanted to unbox it. I really want to. I've been sitting on these things for like 2 weeks now. I haven't unboxed them. I didn't have time. The grips are nice. So, okay, so what they told me, because I mentioned this in the previous stream. So if you guys haven't seen my previous stream, I will always be referring to things that I said or not. So as you are, just hit subscribe, hit the like button if you want to, and also hit that bell notification, because that way, when I say things like on my previous stream, you know, I mentioned this or that, you'd have seen it and you'd probably already know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to testing this on a rig as well. So as I said, I recall, I lost my train of thought. So on one of my previous streams, I mentioned that the grips on the Max 01 they're like plastic, right? And they don't feel good. In fact, if you're not wearing gloves, which if you're not, you now don't have any excuses, you can buy the lovely sim racing gloves. But if you're not wearing gloves, because they're like hard plastic, it's just minutes away before they start slipping and sliding, right? And I was told that this was it wasn't the final material. In fact, when I spoke to them and I questioned them, like, is this going to be the final material or not? They actually did tell me it is the final material, but they will be switching it in a later revision and be using this. And this is so much better. It's a bit... So this is the thing. It's not soft, but it's rubbery. It is rubbery. It's not soft at all, which is pretty cool. But it is tacky compared to the Max 01. Compared to the Max 01, this actually is tacky, and I really love the grip design. I think they told me that this is going to be the grip design they'll be using on most wheels. This is really nice. Again, amazing quality, and it's not that heavy. It's not that heavy of a wheel. I'm really looking forward to putting this on my rig and using it. Yes. I hate the sound of the buttons, but I also hate the GT Neo sound of the buttons. I think they're like using the same buttons inside internally. Everything else is beautiful though. And the fact that this thing is actually carbon fiber. This is carbon fiber and the back is aluminum. Makes it oh so much better. I really, really like this wheel. I'm just looking at the details. So this is carbon fiber pressed, molded. This is nice. You can't hear it. You can't, I doubt you can hear it. No, it's not crossing over the microphone. It's muting everything. But it is really nice to the touch. Rear all aluminum, front carbon fiber. Really nice. I like it. Can't wait to put that on the rig and test it. So I'm probably going to start racing a bit, driving next week. I'll just explain a few things while unboxing, reboxing, not unboxing. So you guys already know that I have a nice partnership with Pimax, which are, well, you know Pimax. It's no secret to who Pimax is, and Pimax is helping me in many ways to get my rig up and running with VR. And the problem that I have is it's a dual PC setup. So I need to get the VR image, what I see in my eyes, not the one you see on the computer screen, get that into the streaming PC so I can stream it. Anyway, we figured it out. And if I get it to work consistently and good, I'm also going to make a video on that, because trust me, it's been a bumpy ride. There's not even Pimax had a direct solution on how to do it. What's the best way to do it? I tried NDI, if you guys know about that, so OBS and NDI, but there was a huge lag. I didn't like it. I tried getting a converter for the DisplayPort to HDMI, pushing it over to my streaming PC capture card. That never worked, but I did come out with a solution. I tried it out yesterday. Seems to be working fine, but I need to make sure that it's consistent, and I'll be able to do it over and over again and just start streaming with that. So this is where the fun bit's gonna start now. Let me put this back into the sleeve. Let me get the 290 GP in its sleeve. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a mess over here. So, 2 wheels. I'm gonna put them aside and I'm gonna read the chat, and then going to butcher this baby. I'm gonna be honest. I know I have another set of somewhere. This isn't the same blue. They sent me, don't know where it is now. I have to look in the in other boxes. Oh crap. Anyway, they sent me, so when you buy the dials, when you buy this box, it has a few blues, and this blue is not the blue that is already on the wheel. It's a bit lighter. I don't know if you can, that's it. That's the color difference. And they sent me extra with the same exact blue, and I don't know where it is now. I need to figure out where I have it, but I will eventually. Let's read the chat and drink some water. Hydrate. Good morning to you. My God, it's almost midnight here. Good morning. Sounds so weird. Michael, I don't know what the size of the wheel is. I can tell you, but I don't know the specs. So the 300 GT specs, the 300 GT. Package product 300, dude. It is 300. Yeah, it felt like a 300, to be honest. Yeah, it's a full-size wheel, GT wheel. The GP wheel might be smaller. And since you asked, if it's out here, I will let you know. So product, yes. The GP, the 290 GP is 290. I guess that's why they call it 290 and 300. One is for Formula, and the other one is for, well, GT cars, I guess. You know, I'm jumping to conclusions, but I guess it's what it's in the name. That's what it's for. Paul Setter says, when do you get it? 449. I have no idea prices. I don't. I'm sorry. This is the wrong place. If you guys want to find out prices and more technical stuff, you will need to go to someone that actually knows what they're doing. For me, I'm still trying to get used to these things. For me, it's more about the work that I'm going to put into these things. And since I love sharing things with everyone, I'm also sharing these unboxing and these experiences. But it's not what I do. Like, this is not technically what I'm going to ever do. Content unboxing and stuff like that. I just do it because it's fun, you know? And I'm doing it live. So this is not, what do you call it? There's no scripts or anything. I'm just unboxing it as you would at home, maybe, without all the lights and cameras. That's basically it. All right, let's start doing some stuff. Okay, let's take apart the Asher. All right, let's first let's get that off. Let me unscrew the plug. So the first thing we'll be doing, I hope I don't break anything. I mean, I have not read the manual. I have taken the wheel apart before, but I have not taken it apart for. I don't have anywhere to put it on. It's okay. It's fine. It'll survive. So what I want to do is, I'm kind of sad now because I wanted to put everything blue, but I don't have the same blue everywhere. Oh crap, I don't know where I have it. Anyway, I'm going to install it now. I'm going to install everything blue. So I'm going to put the 3 rotaries and this blue dial in front. And then I'm going to install the lovely button caps. And when I find the extra dials that they sent me, I will use those. But let's start taking things apart. So one thing you need to know is you have to take apart the wheel. So don't be afraid. take it apart. It's one of the things you really have to do in life. So first we're going to start off with these shrouds. Don't know if you have to take off the shroud, to be honest, for this, but I'm going to take the shroud off anyway because does this work for you guys, this camera? So I'm taking off the shroud because I'm going to take it off anyway. Back marker says add a button to GSI. So you know what you can do with the GSIs, right? Because Gomez has their own icon sets. You can't, I don't know if you can add custom ones. I don't think so. You can change them, but you can't add them. What you can do is, let me just take out shroud number 1. Oh no, I can't take that off yet. I need, where are my Allen keys? I need one more tool here. Do that, twist it just a bit in there and pull it out. Okay, let me do the other one as well. So there's an interesting thing here I want to show you. For these little buggers, you basically have to turn and find where the, I think you can see it. You can see the little Allen key, but you will notice, this is important, there's a little like slot here. If you can see it, it should be visible slightly. That is where it has to be aligned like that, and that's where the tool goes in as well. So if you see this, it is precisely aligned. I just enter it there, twist it really quick and simple. Oh damn. That's not it. What am I doing? I don't want to mess it up. There it is. Okay. That was a bit smaller. Let's put this on the side. And that's how you remove it. And I don't know if you can see it now, if it's any better. You can see that little slot I was talking about right over there. And then I got this right there. That little thing over there. You basically align the screw with that so you know exactly where to put it. It doesn't really make a difference. Don't think it does make a difference. It's just a good thing to have, and it's an easy access basically to the screw on the funky switch. So actually this may not be the best idea. I had to do such a late night stream. I've taken this wheel apart so many times, but I haven't replaced the thumb dials. That's what we want to do now. And the second one we want to do, I don't even know. This is bigger. Yeah. Yeah, I'm completely unprepared, and this is why I love these. There it is. Twist it just enough to take it apart. So now that we have that, I'm also going to need to remove those. No. All right, so the last time I took this apart, just so you guys know, was to replace the front plate. So this has my lovely sim racing logo on it. So this is a laser etched. It's the custom ultimate, but because I'm a partner, they didn't send me a new wheel. They just sent me the front plate with the grips and everything. So I had to take everything apart step by step and replace. Come on. Can I take off the screw? And I had to replace everything on my own with their instructions, which were very, very detailed, but it's not something you can do. They don't have that. So you can't service this on your own. So you can't basically replace this on your own. But I had to take it apart. So I think I'm doing it the right way. So now we have that off. I do know I have to take these off in the back. Actually, is this going to work with the screw? Yes, it is. I may not be able to do this entirely. I'm trying to think of the problems that I had before. I don't remember if I can do it. But anyway, why not try? Right? Short and short. So these I'm going to put them on these sides. These have got to be longer. Long. 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 Yeah, I really hope I can do this. Man, the magnets are so hard on this thing. They're so strong, they're just pulling the keys and the screws. Okay, let's try again without the magnet pulling on it. Gee, that's hard. It's annoying. It's hard. So I was about to say for the Gomez stuff, what you can do is buy the wheel with blanks. You can buy the steering wheel with no icons and then just use the lovely button caps. I know Jose would probably be really pissed for me saying that, but it's something. You could do that. And you can just put stickers. Okay, you might not put the lovely stickers, but you can put stickers over blank caps. It's not going to be the best solution, and as I said, Jose would probably be angry with me just by saying that, but it is something you can do. Now, I'm not sure. I think I need to take these four as well. So we got these. No. No. Why is that wrong song? Sorry, guys. Sorry, but I can't have that. Let me just put this. Was not supposed to go there, because then I'm gonna get like a copyright infringement, and who wants that, right? I don't. Hopefully skim that. Now, Martin, if you're watching this and if I'm doing anything wrong, just let me know. No shame in doing mistakes. There is shame in not reading the manual. I just can't do it. Okay. And that is how you open the wheel. Oh yeah, sorry. Shit. I don't have that key though. I do not have the key, so I will improvise. So there's... The last thing I need to do is take this off. I need to improvise here. This is either gonna work or it's not. Most likely this is not, but I will get it off. When you buy the wheel, you have all these keys. You have all of this. Don't look at me. Don't be me. Do not be me. Okay, what a beautiful sight. What an amazingly beautiful sight. Check this out. Simplicity. As far as you can see. Simplicity. Brilliant. So what we need to do is just pull these out. You know, I don't race anymore, so even if this is damaged, I doubt I'll notice it ever. All right, so we have that bit off. And now we're looking at the sexy, sexy, sexy insides of the actual wheel. All right, so what we want to do is want to remove these three. I'm going to leave that one, but I will remove it later at a later date. And once I have those three out, put the tools on the side. Once I have those three out, I will close it back in and just do the front dial. I could do all gold and all black, but I don't want to. All right, so what do we do here? What do we need? We need a really thin. Does this work? No? Smaller? I got smaller. There's that. Okay. So let's try this without removing anything else. So when I did the front faceplate, just so you know, front faceplate, I had to remove this as well. So I'm thinking you don't need to remove it now. If I'm wrong, then fine, so be it. But I'm thinking this is what you need to do. Little aluminum piece that holds it in place. And now a hair, a hair of an Allen key. Jeez, do I have anything that thin and small? This could be the end of the video. This could be the end of the video. I don't know if I have something that thin. I don't even know where the tools are for the... Oh, dear Lord. This could be the end of the video. I know I have some like really thin ones here. But that is really super thin. Wait, I don't have any tools. No, I don't have any tools here. Your wheel, your style. I doubt I have something as thin as that. I have to go through all of my tools and make sure. But I doubt I have something as thin. Oh, crap. I don't even know where I have the original tool set. You see why you need to be a bit more... You need to prepare these things. I mean, I didn't do any preparation. Oh, this is painful for me. No, I don't have anything as thin as that. So this is not going to work out really nicely today. Is the sound annoying? Can you guys hear the sound? No, maybe not. Nope, I don't have it. That's one of the thinnest ones, I think. No, I don't have anything as thin. I need to find the original toolkit. And I don't have it anywhere near me right now. Smallest one is this one I have. And it's not good enough. Okay. Wait. I can check my tools. Hold on a second. There's one more hope. Give me a second. Let me get all this stuff. I'm down here. I don't know if you guys can see me. But just getting rid of a whole bunch of boxes and I'm gonna open up my toolkit. I have one more toolkit that's like super small stuff for mobile phones. It's this one and this one. All right. Let's see the precision toolkit if it works. I've never opened this before. So this thing over here. This is called a precision toolkit. And it's got everything. Holy crap. Guys, it has one that's even smaller. Let me see. There's got to be something that'll work here. What is it? There's got to be one that works. Come on, I'm almost there. I almost got it. Come on. Guys, got it. This is so awesome. We got it. Yeah. That's why when I find tools, I buy tools. That is so awesome. All right, let's put blue stuff on it. These don't have screws. I need to put the set screws in there. I'm going to remind everyone that's watching the stream, I have not seen or read the manual. This is me just doing me things. Now I'm going to test something here. Okay, screwed in. Turns. Where do I put that there? Seems to be working. If I manage this, it'll be a miracle. Chat. Okay. Sorry. Good evening, Consta. Are you wearing your watch upside down? No, I'm not wearing my watch. Let me clean it out just a bit. It is not upside down, dude. It is the right side up. It's just that you guys wear with the crown on that side. I wear the crown on the inside. You can flip it if you want, but that's how I prefer it. I can't believe I actually found the set screw for that. But now what I want to do is, because I didn't, you know, I'm not being very precise in what I'm doing. I want to see if it'll fit properly. Now, if Martin is watching this stream and he sees something that he doesn't like, please, Martin, don't hate me. I'm a decent guy. I'm just... So what you need to do is once you do that, you need to see if the rotary is too close to the metal edge, and I think mine is a bit too close. But now that it's in place, and screw and tighten that bit in there, now I can actually unscrew this just a bit, and now I can, because now this thing can actually move. I can move, you know, this and bring it to a place where it's a bit better. So move it just ever so slightly and center it. You guys can't see it, but I can, and that's good enough. Now I need to move it a bit further in, of course. Don't tighten too much. Don't want to damage anything. I need to put it back a bit deeper in. Rottler. Hi, Constantinos, Stavros, Yashu Stavro. I have the Max 01. Are these compatible? Max 01 compatible with what? Sorry, I wasn't reading, so please explain what you mean compatible. Okay, I think I got it. That is the precise place to put it. Yes. Okay, so blue is in. See, the blues are not the same blue. I'm gonna find, I have extra ones. They had sent me extra ones for this and a dial with that same blue. So I'm gonna change them all, put them all with this blue. Yes, because I'm crazy, I'm gonna continue doing this. And then I'll just change this one when I find the one that I have. So let me just slowly start removing everything. Kurt, good evening, dude. Yeah, you get a crown at 4 o'clock, whatever. I just flip mine because I can. I'm really happy with this watch. Lasts a ton. Like, the battery is like, it's like a forever battery. 2 days straight, no charging, and it still works, so I'm happy with it. Second. Just putting that in place until I see something pop out. And then there and there. Tightening it, but not too much. I do not want, I'm just tightening it just enough. Perfect. Now doing the same. It's a very tight space, I would say, but it's not like it's not doable. Everything kind of fits. You know, I will say this, if I don't want to lose that screw. So if the product is designed and built exceptionally well, these things just fit. I mean, you still need to fiddle a bit, and, you know, you won't be, it's not going to be always perfect. Like, I might do the next one, it's not going to be perfect, but you can see like 2 out of 3 now, and everything just fits and snaps in place, and it just works. We got 2 of them in place. And I remind you, I've not changed these ever before. I'm doing it live on stream. Now, I have replaced everything you see here. So I have taken apart everything before. It's not the first time. I've also had a video of me taking apart, but I've never taken apart these things for this purpose. I have taken apart the thumb dials, but that was because I wanted to change the faceplate. I've never done the replacement of the actual dial. Now, I do want to ask one question to Martin. Why is the blue different? Why did you do the same blue? Is it a production thing? Would have been cool if they were just the same blue. I'm assuming it's just production, as usually it is the case. So I'm going to put these in here and grab, actually, I'll move that there and put the red there. And now I have blue. Let me get the set screw. I'm so happy. I'm genuinely happy today for the next bit of this video, which is the doing the button caps. That is a big thing for me. Don't know if you guys can understand how important these button caps are to me, but as I said, it's something that I've been working on for, like, it's not like I've been working on it daily, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's something that I've been expecting and working on for a very, very long time. Like when at the Sim Racing Expo, Tony, you were there at the Sim Racing Expo, you saw the lovely button cap, which I have on my wheel now. Right. So this button cap over here, this button cap over here was sent to me from Asher after the Sim Racing Expo. And that button cap was the only thing I had. I didn't have anything else. But that was like the first sample of, holy crap, my logo, unofficial product, this is a collab. And when Sim Racing Expo I had that button, we didn't have any other icons. I didn't even design them. It was just, we were discussing it then. This was in October last year. So right after we came back, I designed the icons, I sent them. That's where it all began. So just all this time, ever since we started discussing it a year ago, maybe even more with Martin, like, let's do this, it'll be fun. Up until now, today, we launched it today. I've had the buttons, I've had them since last week, but as you can see, I haven't put them on my wheel. Still one of my fucking favorite, absolutely favorite wheels. Cannot get enough of it. The grip material is probably the best material you'd ever try. I really like the 300 GT material, really good, but this is just another level of, it's soft as well. Just love this wheel. The grips, everything about it. All right, let me just make sure everything is tight. Just enough. All right, now, what do? Put everything back together again. All right, Humpty Dumpty, let's do this. I need to drink some water. Guys, it's really hot in here. No joke. I'm running out of water too. Okay. All right, let's put Humpty Dumpty back. Again, it's not hard to know what goes where. Let's switch it around like that so you guys can see. Cables on either side, small and large. I'll do it with this hand so you can see. It just goes there. Boom. It should just go in. Boom. Boom as in not explosion. Boom as in it's simple. And this one will get a bit tighter. Although they're long enough, it's not impossible. Even with my fat fingers, still absolutely doable. That was it. Like, you got everything in there. And then all you need to do is just make sure as you're closing it, the cables don't get caught up, even the ones up here. I'm pointing it with the actual thing. But just, as you can see, like now, for instance, I know there's a perfect metal to metal fit. So it's done. Let's start off with the fat screws in the front. All right, okay, we're almost done. Actually, we're almost done. We're truly almost done. Of course, I still need to find this thing over here and change it, but I will do that sometime off camera. I'm not going to do it now. I literally have to go through all my sim racing stuff, like boxes underneath. I know I have it somewhere, I just don't know where. It's been such... they sent me the dials, I will say months ago. And when we decided that, you know, we have the whole thing with the dials and everything, I'm like, I'll just for the button caps, I'll just wait for the button caps. That's basically what I did. So that's why I was sitting on these and not changing them, so I can do it live on stream. Blue and blue. Which one is it? Come on. Oh, there it is. All right. So Martin has a thing. So Martin, he showed me, he created a little credit card. He cut it out and he basically puts the credit card in between, you know, the wheel and the knob, and that's how much space you need to leave. I, on the other hand, are more practical. I just put that in there in the screw hole, the set screw. I just put it in there, right? Put that there and just slightly lift it as much needed. I'll show you guys on the side if I can show you, but just enough space in between the knob so it's not touching and it's moving freely. How does this go on here? It's simple. This thing over here has a flat side. That is where, on the flat side, that's where the screw goes. So always have it like that. Screw it on, but I go back just a bit and lift it with my fingers just enough. Now these are two different colors and I don't like it. They're two different blues. It's not bad, it's just weird. Anyway. Okay, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. So I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to start removing, because I know like all my steering wheels have the same exact... Oh wait, I still haven't finished. I need to put this bit here. This little ring goes around that. You can put it on with your hand, but then you definitely need to tighten it with something. I don't have the key. I'm gonna need to find. I'm not gonna do it now. I need to find the keys. So when you buy an Asher wheel, you have all of these things in the wheel itself. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna find it. I put it on. It's where it should be. Let's see if I can just tighten it just ever so slightly. Okay, it's good for now, but I'm gonna find the keys. And yeah, let me just finish. I'm an idiot. I need to finish off the screws. There it goes. Fury, can I ask, when I drive the 499p, it's showing BMAG and big red tag. How I turn off? Fury, first off, Fury, go to my Discord, become a member and stay there. These things have been discussed. There's a bug in the code, my fault. There will be a release this week, a patch fix with other stuff as well for the dashboard, so expect that. It's not something you did wrong, it's me. It's not you, it's me. I will release a patch this week. I already have fixed, it's fixed, essentially. And I also changed a lot, the code that drives those. So expect to find it sometime this week, not Friday, tomorrow. A small patch fix that fixes that, among other things. Okay? So don't worry about it. Yeah, no, in the Discord, there's all I'm saying regarding the Discord, there's already a bug report which I've responded to. So if you've seen it, you'll know that it has been fixed, but it hasn't been released yet. And in general, like, that's the best place to seek help for anything. Yeah, there was a rewrite of the entire alerts code. An entire rewrite. So version 3.5 has a brand new code base regarding the alerts, and the BMAG, specifically the BMAG, had an issue, had a bug. It was missing a variable. I can go on and on about coding and how much I love coding and how much I hate coding, but who cares, right? You just go through all screws, make sure they are tight. And the reason I'm doing this is not because I'm afraid that it'll go off when I'm driving, because I'm probably not going to drive. I just don't want to lose any screws. All right, we're done. Wheel is sealed. And all blue. Now, I'm not putting these in there yet. These will go at the end, and the shrouds as well. So first thing we need to do is I need to start replacing the button caps. Let's see if can I use this? Yeah, I can use that. So, all right, so I'm going to switch over to the overhead because this is how I do it. So let's do pit limiter. Most important, PL. All these have been designed by me. These icons you see here. These have been designed by me, which I'm very, extremely proud of. So, this was something I didn't know what to put. So what I have, I'm going to take this off because I want to use my new icons. So I have here the engine and the starter. So we have the ignition, and for ignition I have a little, so all of these icons, everything you see here, let me move the wheel to a place where you guys can see it much better, and I'll try not to move it. So all these icons are the same icons, the exact same icons I have designed for the lovely dashboard. So even the engine, if you're using the lovely dashboard, you definitely want to buy this button cap set. So this engine icon is the exact same engine icon I have designed in the lovely dashboard. I mean, it cannot get any better. All right. So flash. There are some icons that people might find that I didn't have to do. I'll be honest. Like, it already has a light icon. There's already a light icon, but I don't care. I made my own. And there's also a double icon for the rain, for the wipers. I made my own. Why? Well, now it's consistent. These wipers, I didn't like them. Now my wipers are the same exact wiper icon that's in the lovely dashboard. It's important. It's a branding thing. Come on, guys. Let me get it straight. If you know me, you know how important it is. Everything needs to be, you know, if not perfect, they need to be kind of like, you know, right. All right. So you got your flash, lights, wiper, plus and minus. I'm going to leave as is. What else can I use? There's so many things right now. No, here. These need to go. So down here, I have the true dark mode, which for true dark mode, I'm using the theme icon. There you go. Theme icon. And then I also have tire reset, which I use. So if you guys use a lovely dashboard, you will see that there is, like, when you're doing the tire lap average module in MFM, you can assign a button to reset the lap, and that's one of the most important aspects. So I have a little icon here, this thing over here, which is essentially a tire with a little reset on it. So this is how you reset the tire values. Little icon for that. And here, these two, what to do. So that's done. Up here, I'm going to change these as well. So that's the pit menu, and the OK is OK. But for the pit menu, I have a little wrench. There it goes. So for me, pit limiter, pit menu, and OK. Plus and minus, existing, not changing these. I'll just keep those. Flashlights, lights, and this is a cycle light, and if I keep it pressed, it also turns on the rain light. If you don't want to have it like that, there is an optional rain light here, which you can use that. And what I will be doing is this last one. Well, actually two of them. This thing over here is the dash icon. So the dash icon changes the page on the dashboard. So you use this, click on it, and if you're using an external dashboard, it changes that. And I also have one more, which is the companion. And how I like to run my setup, fairly simply, is I run this wheel, and on this wheel I have the companion, and I have a separate DDU with a dashboard. So this button over here changes the page for the dashboard, and this one over here changes the page for the companion. Now in the button set here, I also have PW, which is the page for the pit wall. So you can also have that if that's important to you. Other buttons that I'm not using now is camera change. You can have that. You can have separate buttons for the MFM, which you can probably use left and right here. I use these, for me, I use these with the multi-function dial. So if it's in, let's say, brake balance, this will go down and up brake balance. So I'm not changing those, but you could have this for the MFM, you know, change it left and right, whatever you want. This is similar to the MFM, but this is for the quick view. So you can also use this quick view left or right, or just use one of these for the quick view. You got your menu, OSD, an escape button. It's fairly, you know, white, something that people want. And then these two over here is this changes the center module and this changes the fuel module. So in the lovely dashboard, you click on this and you would change the center module, the pages on it, and this would change the fuel module. I don't use these, so I'm not installing it. But again, these are all the other options you have. So you have enough, and all of them are themed for the lovely dashboard. And these are the same exact icons you would find. I'll just give you an example. Hold on. So if you were curious, So let's see here. These are the lovely button cap stickers. You might be familiar with them. This is a brand new sheet, so someone can buy this sheet. Same exact icons. The same exact icons on the buttons exist here. Not all of them, but as you can see, you've got all the icons, even the tire reset and the theme. So I did have to select. I can't put all of these. We only had 23 button icons, so I had to select from these. But now, if you have an Asher wheel and you buy this button cap set, the lovely button cap set, you're basically, you can have the same icons across your entire ecosystem. Should you be using stickers or the Asher button caps. So I kind of like that consistency with everything. All right. Holy crap, my icons. My icons. Oh God, I can't believe it. Brilliant. All right, let's put the shrouds. Le shroud. And then put the little funky dials on it. That's too small. What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Of course, I was using the wrong screw size. Okay, let's move that there so you can see what I can do. And Adam Feingold. Oh, Adam, you got him? Hello, sir. Just got the gloves in. My kids now made it official, and my OCD is next level along with all my other deficiencies. Thank you, and Primo. All right, so good. So happy you got him. So again, if you guys buy the lovely sim racing gloves off my store, well, it's the only place you can buy them, but they ship with UPS Express Saver globally, and I discounted the price for the gloves. I don't know if I'll be able to continue to do that. It's an introductory thing. I'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to do it for all gloves, but the point is, you buy them today. If you're in Europe, you get them the very next day. You have them on your doorstep. And if you're in the States, you get them within like 3 days or something. Like all of the deliveries, most of the US stuff that I sent on Friday had been delivered today. So it's also a perk of having getting the lovely sim racing gloves. You don't have to wait a week or 2 weeks or anything. You basically get them almost immediately. Adam, please in the chat, let me know, do they fit well? It's a huge concern I have, the fit of the gloves, honestly. And the reason I'm concerned about it is because I know the glove fit is iffy. I do not like the gloves that I had tried on, which are made out of lycra, which is like underwear. You wear them and you feel as if you don't have control. Specifically, it's very specific use case. I have the glove on, and the top part is so elastic and so soft. The grips, the silicone grips on the inside, it's like you feel the inside so hard and rigid, and the outside is just so soft. It just feels as if they're two different things on your hand. So I didn't want to have that. I wanted everything to be one. I wanted it to feel real. So I just went with a different type of fabric, which is a bit more, it's very elastic. I can show you. There it is. Like it's extremely elastic. It's not like it's not elastic. Here it is. Like, check out the logo, right? It's very elastic, but it's not that like soft, unhinged elastic. So I'm always concerned, like, how is it? How is the feel of it? Is it comfortable? Is it not comfortable? Okay. But let me know, Adam, how does it feel when you wear it? It is very important. I've had, in the time coming up to actually producing and releasing my own gloves, I've tried on quite a few. Known brands, non-known brands, I've tried on quite a few. And for all of the gloves, every single time, where is it? Let me just find one. Like, these are all samples I have here, and I kind of hate them. They're all over the place. Honestly, I have samples of everything here. This is like another glove sample that I have. This thing, this isn't even my size, I can't put it on, but this thing is just like, look at this. It's like rubber, basically. So you put it on and it's like you're not wearing anything. You don't feel it. And then the inside grip is just so rigid. It's like microfiber or something, and it just feels weird. The best I own currently, easy, and I love my old GSI ones, so they are perfect. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. I really want to hear that kind of stuff. But I also want to hear if you don't like it or not. I mean, I'm open to all. I didn't put my icon. I want to hear the feedback. And as you're getting it, this is perfect. And especially now that you can do it live. I'm super happy. All right. All button caps are in, old and new. Putting that there as well. So now we have everything. Putting this back in there. This was a very productive day. Check this out. German flag. Someone can do that. You guys, I'm a sucker for personalization, right? You know that. Like, everything I do can be personalized. So I'm an absolute sucker for that. So having my wheel in blue with my icons and everything is like, holy crap. It truly is lovely. I love it. Oh, that was a day. That's time is just past midnight here. Let me switch over. It is a mess in here. Okay. Oh God. It is a mess. All right. So Adam continues, so you're like me, you like constructive criticism, and I will say literally just got them, but feel they will have a break-in period, but also feel once they will be perfect due to the stiffer inside as stated. Yes, absolutely. Adam, there's a few important things on the gloves that I made, and it's this. Sorry. So the inside of the glove, it's microfiber. It is breathable. It's important. But if you notice, one of the most important things is the actual design of the grips. So one of the things I didn't want to do is, let me just find an example here, which I think is bad. This one would be one. This would be another. There's just so many examples I don't like. So, like, say this one. Okay. Okay. Seems legit. Like, you've seen this before, right? And then there's like other ones, like this, right? And this is a sample done for me, right? So I didn't want to cover the entire palm with silicone. So this is unbreathable, this thing on the inside. it's silicone. There's no need for grip in this little lower corner. We're not doing motorcycles. We're not doing, you know, MX. The grips on mine, you'll notice there's a lot of areas that don't have silicone, and the silicone, when it exists, is just thin lines crossing the pattern or going along with it where you need more grip. So this area here, for instance, and right where your pillow is here, you need the grip, your finger index, but these two, why pack it with silicone? Why block the air, right? And again, small thumb, pinky, just at the tip. You don't need more, so like you don't need silicone covering it all. And I still think this may be a bit overkill. I would still find ways to remove more silicone. So I honestly think that you don't need so much silicone on the inside. It's overkill. So I designed it in a way where the silicone is limited, but it's only where you actually need it. So it lets your hand breathe, which I think is important, but also you just have the grip where you want it. It's not everywhere. That was why I wanted to design my own grip. Like, it was important. It's a damn glove. And you know, and everything else as well that we've already stated and discussed. We didn't do one thing. Please allow my ignorance and my stupidity. Let us turn the wheel on. Let's turn on the lights and see my buttons. My buttons. It's not connecting. Of course it's not connecting. No. It is. Oh, it's wrong. Is it not going to work now? Damn it. Searching device, it says. Hold on, let's see. Do we get connection? Partially connected. I don't care about that, but there it is. There it is. Oh God, I'm so happy for these. Beautiful, no bleed, awesome bright LEDs. Just love them. Love, love, lovely. All right, let me get back to the desk. And, ooh, Adam, all right, holding them as we speak. I noticed that when I opened and tried it on for the fit, but I used the diagram given and measured it out, and they fit amazing. Also agree with the normal overkill of most. The diagram for the fit, I actually did it for each glove, and I also did some testing, and I was kind of concerned. I was just kind of concerned if it's gonna be a perfect fit or not. And there was also a mistake. The production company, the people that actually make the gloves, made a mistake while producing the gloves, and the short gloves were one size over than what they actually were. So I'm shipping them out as they are. So the only difference is, like, if you order a large, you're getting a large, but the label in size is XL. But it's not an XL, it's an L. Things happen. I'm making sure that if I do more production of these gloves, it won't happen again. But it is what it is with these. So if you buy a short glove, short lovely sim racing glove, you will be getting the one you want. So it's in small, medium, and large only. The label inside will have one size larger. It will say one size larger, but it's actually the one you ordered. So if you get a large, it will say XL, but it's L. And I made these little honest and apologetic little cards. Honest as always. So I had a few options with this. One of it, I put this in there, Adam. So one of the options was to cut it off. Just cut off the label and not mention anything. But if you're like me, if you're anything like me, if I purchased a brand new product and I somehow saw that the label was cut off, I would be pissed as hell. I would be furious. It doesn't matter if it's required or not. You might cut it off because it might annoy you. Like on the inside, you might not like it. You might cut it off, but I would like to cut it off. So instead of cutting it off or kind of lowballing the whole thing and not paying too much attention, I put this in there. So it is an apology for that. There's nothing wrong with the product you're getting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the size you're getting. It's just that label is mistakenly one size larger than what you are actually getting and what you ordered. Just the label. The size you're getting is the label, is the size you're getting, the size you ordered. That's why the long gloves have medium, large, and extra large, whereas the short ones only have small, medium, large, because they delivered it one size smaller than what it actually is. And how do I know that? I tried them. I didn't put them on my hand, but I tested them side by side and I just went up to them. Actually, the first glove I tried, my large, check this out. This is what ticked me off. So this says large, right? And I'm a large, so I have mine upstairs in a rig. I don't have the ones, I wear the long ones, I prefer them, but obviously I put one of these on. So this says large, right? And I wear it. I wear it. And it's like, wait a minute. This doesn't feel as if it's large. It's too tight. And I'm like, it's just me, right? I'm putting this on and it's too tight. Like, it'll open up, right? It'll open up. Yeah, it's elastic. It still fits. It still fits. But I'm like, it doesn't feel right. You know, it doesn't feel as if this is what I would have ordered. And I tighten it. Feels a bit too tight for a large. I put on the long glove, large, and that thing is just perfect. It just slips on and it's fine. And this feels tight. So I open up an XL short and I put it on and it fits like a glove. And I realize after putting the large and the extra and the medium of the large, I put them together, I realized that these are in fact a size smaller. I contacted them, tried to fix it, couldn't fix it. I'd have to order more and delay, and I'm like, okay, I'll just take it on the chin. I'll put that little card in there, deliver these as they are, and the next batch will be correct. But that's the story. That's it. I'm just being sincere and honest about this. All right. Yeah, I think I'm done. I made a mess of my room right here. It's fine. I'll clean it up in the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. There will be a stream. I don't know if I'll have time this week, but I will have, the next time I go live, I will do the prize draw for the lovely GT3 League participants. Again, small reminder, I did have it finished now, the lovely GT3 League. where we just gathered a whole bunch of people on ACC running GT3, 6 races. Our winner, overall winner, was Rogerio Santos. He, if you look him up on YouTube, I post a lot of his stuff. He has all live streams of all 6 races. The guy just knocked it out of the park. He did 5 out of 6 races. He won by far. But the top, well, there's no top 3. What I had decided all along for this championship, for the league, was to award prizes not to 1, 2, and 3, like the top 3, but to all participants, and every successful participation in a round would count as one entry in the draw. So, for example, Rogerio, who actually won the league, had 5 races, so he's got 5 entries. Second in line had 6 entries, raced all 6 entries in the draw. Basically, it's just weighting the entries. So that way, if you participate in all 6 races, you have a higher chance of winning. So I have all the names, everything set up. I even have software here that I've written that does the random draw. It was all ready for tonight, but I don't want to do it tonight. I want to do it another stream, possibly next week, and do it first thing on a stream and kind of make it more of a big deal. So if you did participate in the lovely GT3 League, next week I will be doing the prize draw. There is no first, second, and third place, just the what do they call it? The order in which I draw the names will be, the first one will get an €80 credit on the lovely sim racing store. Second one is €50. Third one is €30. So if you get the first prize, you can buy stickers, you can buy gloves, you can buy t-shirts, you can buy anything you want. Even the €50 is enough to buy a lot of stuff, especially stickers and stuff, and the €30. So I just made sure that the actual credit you get for the store is enough to buy stuff. So I'm just giving away from the store. Maybe next season I'll have t-shirts and whatnot. But today I'm wearing my Asher t-shirt because today was all about my lovely button caps. So I guess this is where I will probably call it a night. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for joining me in this entire journey that I'm on. The fact that I'm sitting in here in this room without AC right now and totally drenched says a lot about how much I love what I do and how much I love streaming and talking to you guys as well. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I will probably come to you again next week with more stuff, and everything else, go to the lovely website. If you want to buy stickers, if you want anything, everything's there. Lovely button caps are available from today on the website and on Asher Racing. If you want to get the 5% discount, you can shop on my site directly or use the lovely dash code on the Asher Racing website. But anything else, always join the Discord. I'm always there and always answering anyone that has any questions. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, and yeah, enduring this whole session with unboxings and fixing stuff. I just love that kind of stuff. I hope you guys do. See you guys next week. Have a good one. Good night.